All right, y'all. Welcome to Bradisms. This is the end of my batch upload. I actually didn't clear the notes pad, but I want to go to bed, and it's almost 2 in the morning, and I also am just like the rest of the videos I don't really want to make right now. I don't feel like making them. I don't want to end this celebration on these notes. I'm gonna end it on a happier note. This is a fan favorite, as in like one of my favorite stories to actually tell people about me of my life where I asked out two girls. So it was my friend's birthday. Nah, we'll call him Asian number one. He's from my core friend group. If you watch that video on me talking about uh like association with my friends, like all my friends growing up. Anyways, this is one of my homeboys from middle school, like one of my closest guys. Well, used to be one of my closest guys, and he's just a hopeless romantic. Like I don't want to be that guy, but he's short. He wasn't particularly smart. He didn't really seem to care about anything until he went off to college. Like he just didn't have it all together, and you know, women find that very unattractive. You know how it is, East San Francisco Bay Area is I think what I would refer to it. We just lived in the Bay Area and we're Asians and all the girls are like go-getters. They're very well put together and they would like a guy who's also well put together. Some might say it's for a status symbol. Other people might say because of the judgment, which Loki is just like a status symbol. Like whatever you want to say, it was just there were power dynamics at play, and he just didn't appeal to any of them. He couldn't find a nerdy gamer girl either, but he was very good at games. It just wasn't here. Like he's a decent looking guy. He's got genuine passions. He's a cool dude. He just didn't find people who like matched his values, and that was just unfortunate. But that's just how it is. Just unlucky. Like it's not that there isn't a girl out there for him. She's just not here. But on his birthday, after we watch a movie, we're at top 10 performative places. We're just at a well-known plaza where like girls are at, and we're chilling, and he's eyeing up these like two girls that are across the way. Like there's literally just like a fountain in the middle, and he's just like staring over there, and he's like, you know what, $40, you get those two girls' numbers, and we get one each. I personally like dark skinned girls. He saw this like more light skinned girl, and I was just like, type shit. And I was really just psyching myself out, and I'm like, cause this is sophomore year, so this is before I got my second or third partner. I had one girlfriend at the right. No, this is not true at all. This is after my second and third partner. I had failed dating experiences between then and then and now, and it wasn't that long after either. I think it was only like 4 months after I'd been broken up with. So I'm like, alright, we hit this, and I pull up. You know, I act like I'm not looking, but these girls have been making eye contact with us for a while. So she's looking at me as I walk over, and you hit the 90-degree pivot, and you come in, and you like that's how you tell if they're actually interested in you, like their eyes lit up or not. One girl smiles at me, other one does not care. And I'm like, fuck. All right, GG. We got one. We got one. Maybe I can negotiate for $20. And I'm just like, hey, me and my friend over there think y'all are cute. Keep in mind, I'm in high school, by the way, and these are also high schoolers. But like, you know, who has game? Who has game in general? I still don't know how to flirt. It's some bullshit. And I'm like, I think you're really cute. We should talk sometime. And they just weren't from here. They're from Berkeley, so they're like away. They're not near us at all. I have no clue how the fuck they ended up at this plaza, but we started talking a little bit, and eventually I was like, I just slide us those numbers, and I get both. I get the girl who smiled at me first, and then the other girl puts her number in my phone, but like, she doesn't say anything, and I'm like, what's up? So I walk back to my homeboy, get that $40, cause fuck that guy. Also, we had two other friends, so that the core four, and then the fire Asian quadruplets, and I'm like, I feel like the man, and my dumbass, like that was like a 30 to 1 second interaction, 30-second to 1 minute interaction. So I was just like, I low-key forgot like I should keep talking. I was hella nervous, and I get those numbers and I bring it back to my boy, and like we go to Barnes and Noble after top 10 performative plays, and they find us, and then we start talking a little bit more, so it's chill, and then they get to know both of us, so we're vibing, so we're good, and eventually like later we go home, and these girls are texting us, and we find out that the girl that my homeboy liked was a lesbian, and we're like, ah, GG's. But the other girl was straight. But for me, I personally like the dark skinned girl more. But she was feeling my homeboy, and this was a massive ego hit on me, cause at this time, not a single girl liked any single one of my friends. I was always at MF on top. I did sports. I was in shape. I wasn't actually the tallest. I'm like an inch shorter than I'm like 2 inches shorter than my other homeboy now. But back then, like you just like never put himself together, and I did. I was high key like being performative before people knew what it meant, and I was used to not necessarily getting the attention of women, but I was never second rate. I was never third string. And I'm like, wow. And he doesn't hold it over my head, but yeah, it was low key an ego hit for me and an ego boost for him because this is like that not one short homie. You always just bully the shit out of him. Unathletic too. Just my bad. And yeah, so basically, she was feeling my homeboy more, but my guy was like, I'm not interested in her. She's too dark, which is crazy from him because he's Vietnamese. But I'm like, I. And then me and her started talking, and we have like a brief stint. Brief stint. We go on like 2 dates. It like wasn't it for me. Like we couldn't talk. She was like very much lovey-dovey, and I don't want me to be that guy like just like crush someone's feelings. But I'm like, if you say I love you to everyone, I'm just like I don't feel special, you know. And then also we just low-key found out that we just don't have much in common. But we were both Filipino, so that was cool. But yeah, and that was it. So that was just the time that I got $40 from my homeboy on his birthday. I stole that man's birthday money, and then I got a massive ego hit and got the number of a lesbian. That was just the vibe. That was the play. So top 10 plays, story time. Okay, I don't know if that was the most cohesive one because I'm laughing a lot. It's good times, but yeah, that's about it. See ya.